I watched Captain America Brave New World, and after the movie, I sat down and thought to myself, thinking about this movie. It sucks. If you're watching this, I feel like clicking out of the video right now. Earlier I said the movie sucks. Is it like the Marvels? No, it's not. Basically like Black Adam in a way. More of you just want to watch the movie just for the sake of it.
The hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change.
Oh, okay, goddamn.
Well, enough of that. In this video, I'll be reviewing Captain Falcon Brave New World. This is my review of the movie. I'll try to be more honest as possible, something that shows don't possess these days. So this video might contain spoilers, so if you haven't watched the movie, then get out of here and go watch the movie. Then come back. If you're here to see this video and you just don't care, then yeah, do the needful and grab a soda, some cabbages or some popcorn, chill out, and yeah, let's get started. First of all, the story is half-baked. When I say half-baked, I mean that half of the film got cut. This movie was originally supposed to be 2 hours, and well, the story is basically Captain Falcon and President Ross, mostly President Ross, trying to create peace around the world over the discovery of a new metal called adamantium. President Ross says that adamantium is way stronger than vibranium. Well, I have no problem with that, even though vibranium is way stronger than adamantium. So yeah, it is what it is. Through the recent trailers and whatnot, people are saying this movie is comparable to The Winter Soldier. It tries to be a political thriller like The Winter Soldier, but it's not. It even fails to be one. Well, if you guys know of the genre political thriller or spy thriller or anything that involves thriller, it normally includes political corruption, organized crime, terrorism, and warfare. When it comes to these sorts of movies, one of the key secrets of a thriller or a spy thriller are the surprises. The audience needs to be surprised, have their expectations subverted. In Captain America The Winter Soldier, if you want to compare this to this movie, it had political corruption, organized crime, and also plot twists and terrorism. For example, S.H.I.E.L.D. was taken over by Hydra for 70 years. Captain America's best friend, Bucky, being the Winter Soldier, an assassin used by Hydra for their evil, nefarious purposes. These examples gave the movie real stakes. Once Cap finds out that his friend is evil or brainwashed, he finds it hard to do what must be done, namely kill the Winter Soldier if he gets in the way of the mission of stopping Hydra. Well, this movie has no stakes, making it feel flat. Maybe it might be the reshoots? I'm not really sure, but if you want to build out stakes, then the movie would have had more time with its scenes. Example, you had that thing with Isaiah Bradley getting arrested for something he had no control of, that is killing a president. They could have built more on that by letting the scenes take their time, but that didn't happen. All that thing of Isaiah getting brainwashed was just for nothing and a complete waste of time. Then spoils it by showing Isaiah Bradley being hypnotized by the leader through his phone very early in the movie. Now, this movie wasn't all that bad. I mean, it has good actors. Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford and the rest of the cast are good at what they are given. I mean, Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford are the ones who mostly carried the film, in my opinion. However, the writing makes the acting look less memorable. Oh, and also don't forget, the writers who wrote this movie are the same writers who wrote The Falcon and The Winter Soldier. Why should anyone be surprised if you watch that show?
You've got to do better, Senator. You've got to do better, Senator. You've got to do better, Senator.
President Ross had one of the weirdest character shifts. Like some scenes, the guy acts like a weak president. Then the guy acts like a strong president. Then that guy is weak, and that guy is strong. It's like the writers didn't know how to write this guy. Like, weak or strong? Pick one. Like, General Ross is way better than that. And the way he acts as a president doesn't give me or give the audience a sense of dominance. Because Thunderbolt Ross will not be like villains like Thanos or any powerful characters like that. He's still a human being, but he has that imposing presence of his. It is displayed both in the comics and also in live action movies. This movie did not show more of that. This is trying to get the world leaders to sign a treaty so they can both use the adamantium. Oh, and by the way, they did give him that arc with him and his daughter Betty, which was one of the positives in this movie. And yeah, I'm gonna get to him real soon. And don't get me started with the effing side characters. Oh god. Oh yeah, that one chick there named Sabra. Yeah, that's Sabra. The same Sabra that is an Israeli superhero. The same Sabra almost got cut from the film due to SJWs and controversy. The same Sabra who is a 5'2", 45-pound woman who is easily overpowering full-grown men. Yeah, that's Sabra. Now, I don't have anything against the actress. My only problem with this is that Marvel does not care about their superheroes, especially their diverse superheroes. When I'm talking about this character called Sabra, yes, I mentioned her there, and like, if these guys care about diversity, just leave the character as she is. Stop caring about the SJWs. Instead that Marvel is caring about these weird real-life problems that shouldn't even be in these movies. In all honesty, Marvel shouldn't have used this character in the first place.
Not a great plan.
I also want to talk about the new Falcon, Joaquin Torres. He was, okay, but man, his friendship with Sam could have been, well, I'm not really feeling it. I never felt it when I was watching the movie. Maybe because the scenes were rushed. Yeah, that was the very big problem with that. Like, they didn't develop that friendship, which is kind of a missed opportunity. You had that same scene in the car, which is quite similar to that car scene in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, which we, the audience, could have learned more about Torres' personality. Take a break from the main plot of the movie and let them get to know one another.
Nazi Germany. And we're borrowing. Take your feet off the dash.
All right, I have a question for you, which you do not have to answer. Is that your first kiss since 1945?
That bad, huh?
I didn't say that.
Well, it kind of sounds like that's what you're saying.
No, I didn't.
Is he okay? Yeah, Isaiah's good, but the others, they're dead. Shit. Should we go back? No. We keep going. The buyer's pretty smart, but we're not taking the bait. Only way to help Isaiah is to figure out who's behind this.
The trash!
Even to compare these two scenes, the first one, you can see Steve and Natasha having a conversation. Natasha appears to be annoying but then fun, and she also feels very bored. So she decides to ask Steve random questions, i.e., when did you learn how to hijack a car? Or was this your first kiss since World War II? Steve Rogers does answer these questions and also tells her to remove her legs from the dash because that's bad mannerism. And she's literally putting her feet on someone's borrowed car. While in this movie, it's mostly about rushing to the plot instead of learning more about Sam and Joaquin Torres. There can be a lot of examples for conversations in this scene, like I talked about from the movie The Winter Soldier. But that's the problem with most of these modern movies. They'll focus more on the plot than just character development. The time where you have to take a break from the plot and get to know each character. I mean, it doesn't need to be all the characters, no. It can be one or two, depending on how you structure your story. Like, instead of that, they just rush the story for the sake of it being done. It's like this movie hates itself. It should go for a therapy session and they would ask it a question. Movie, what happened to you?
What more do you want from me?
The missed opportunity in this movie was giving Sam a love interest, and that is Layla Taylor, who is Sam's long-life romantic partner in the comics. What a complete waste of time. Like, they only interact for like 1 or 2 scenes, and that's it.
What? What the f?
It's like Marvel doesn't want to give our boy Sam Wilson some love in Valentine's Day. Like, bro, but he needs love in his life.
Don't care enough about a brother to even just see what's going on in a nigga life. Sometimes a nigga need a hug or something, you know?
Only one can dream. Sam Wilson as Captain America doesn't work for me in this movie. He doesn't have that aura or leadership as Captain America. The movie tells you those things, but doesn't show you those things. Plus, I don't even know who Sam Wilson is. I mean, not everyone knows who Sam Wilson is. He has no goals, he has no motivations to begin with, only in this movie, but also in the entire MCU. They mostly portray him as a sidekick. He barely has any character arc or development as either Falcon or Captain America. They had the only perfect opportunity, like they had the perfect opportunity to explore that in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The seeds were planted in that show, but instead they would rather teach about racial injustice and defending terrorism of the highest order.
The terrorists only set us back a bit.
You have to stop calling them terrorists. You've got to do better, Senator. You've got to do better, Senator.
I didn't mean to kill your friend. I don't want to hurt people that don't matter.
You don't think Lamar's life mattered?
Not to my fight. I just want the people on that truck.
You've got to do better, Senator.
There's still people in there.
This is the only language these people understand.
Don't understand. I'm a black man carrying the stars and stripes. What don't I understand?
It's like making Wally West Kid Flash one movie, then the next movie he becomes the Flash with no character arc or any build-up. And it's the very reason why I call Sam Wilson Captain Falcon. I know people are going to hate me for this, but that's my opinion and mine alone. And I don't give a rat's ass what people think.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot there's some bitch niggas in here.
I'm not being racist or anything. And one thing, people should stop using that stupid race card thing when they're judging other people when they talk about these sorts of characters. Even when someone has a valid point, all I'm saying is that Marvel doesn't care about their characters, and they should literally take care of their characters. Give them character arcs so that people can care more about them. If what makes Sam Wilson as Captain America, then write him properly. Give him a proper story. Well, the action was the only thing that was keeping me alive, but it was also really bad. You can see that most of these scenes relied heavily on too much CGI. Like you can see the green screen there on the background. And I want to give credit to the VFX artists who slaved on making this movie. They are the real heroes, not Marvel or Karen Feige. The fight choreography was trash, entertaining but trash. This is supposed to be a Captain America movie, and you can't even do that right. The other Captain America movies would make you have an orgasm while watching their fights. Basically, every Marvel fan's pornography.
I want you to know, Cat. It's impersonal! That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Bitch. Hey,
Let's cut this shit off, bro.
I gotta
Cut the shit the fuck off!
But these fights here are just too boring. Some of the fights are either cut or edited. Giancarlo Esposito only appeared for like 3 scenes in this movie. It was a complete waste.
I was acting.
I mean, these guys aren't even the Serpent Society at all. These guys are just called the Serpents. They're the main villain of this movie. What the is this?
I don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't. But I've considered it.
The leader, aka Samuel Stearns, aka the guy from the Incredible Hulk movie, aka the guy who got his head exploded in that one weird Fantastic Four movie that I won't talk about, has now become a victim for the MCU's worst villains of all time. His motives are just a revenge plot thing with Thunderbolt Ross for keeping him in prison for 16 years. After him getting his revenge, the guy turns himself in. There's a guy called the Leader, and he doesn't even call himself that in the movie. Like, there's a reason why they call him the Leader. He wants to take over the world and also use the Hulk's powers for his evil purposes. And if you're asking, the Hulk isn't in this movie. Plus, in the comics, he has two looks describing his huge head. There's one where he has a very big forehead with his hair. Then there's one where he has his brain exposed. That is way bigger than this piece of shit. Wow, Ryan Kennel didn't get any representation this time. This guy makes brain tumors look way more beautiful. Marvel also lied to us about his look. There's merchandise for his look. In fact, they even released a promo of how he looked. Like, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this multiple times. Concept art looks way better than the final product.
And that's a fact.
And finally, we have Red Hulk. And don't get your hopes up, this guy was only here for like 5 minutes. The reason why Marvel was heavily marketing Red Hulk, they thought that Sam Wilson as Captain America or Captain Falcon would never sell, so they decided to put Red Hulk there.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Another thing that completely spoils the spy espionage thing. They could have used him for a larger, bigger plot twist. But no! They decided to promote him more for Chinese audiences. Yet the guy is only there for like 5 minutes in the movie. Like, guys, let me give you some pointers here. Like, if you're promoting a character in a trailer, they are supposed to be in the majority of the movie. It's like putting Spider-Man in the Captain America Civil War trailers. Like, in all of the trailers, yet he's there for like 5 to 7 minutes of screen time. So basically, Marvel was false advertising. And this is not the first time they've done it before. Well, I ain't gonna lie, the fight looked really cool in the end, but it still doesn't make any sense. Like, a guy with no super soldier serum, basically with no powers, fighting the freaking Red Hulk. I don't really give a what people think. He should have taken the super soldier serum. But you're gonna hear those idiots are like, oh, Sam doesn't need the super soldier serum. He's his own man. I'm not saying like the super soldier serum will help him beat the Red Hulk, but at least give him a proper edge. Well, during the fight, Sam uses Vibranium, Black Panther, Wakanda powers, Ant-Man's helmet, let's see, Falcon wings, Power Rangers, Super Morphers, something shit there, whatever. And he goes all Tokno-Jitsu on the Red Hulk, and then he wins the fight. The end.
And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I
mean, why didn't they bring Betty for this? I mean, wouldn't it be a very big problem? Like, that's the president's daughter. Anyways, the post-credit scene was so stupid. We already know the multiverse exists, so Marvel stopped reminding people. Yeah, that's the movie. It was a very bad movie, but it wasn't the worst movie. I enjoyed some things here and there, but the bad kept on overshadowing the good. I give this movie a 4 to 5 out of 10 cabbages. I mean, it has good stuff there. It's entertaining. The story, I can't say the story is good or bad because of the reshoots. It's hard to tell. Well, this movie was doomed to fail anyway from the start, since with its multiple reshoots, political controversies, and them basing the Red Hulk on one orange man I will not talk about in this video, and I have the urge to imitate his voice. At the end of the day, the movie is not going to do well in the box office. Now, people are going to accuse me for hating the movie just because I hate Marvel, or I don't like the actors, I don't like anything at all. The reason why I'm doing this is because I love Marvel. I love Marvel so much. I grew up watching the MCU, even the movies that are not connected to the MCU. That's the reason why I watch the movies that even got into the comics in the first place. Sometimes you have to call out the bad in the things that you love the most. I'm not gonna sit there and pretend that everything is good in Marvel and say that there are no problems. You have to address the problems no matter what, so that if the problems are addressed, then they can be solved. I believe that Marvel can go back to their roots, the way they were in the Infinity Saga. They should stop taking the source material for granted and embrace it, because without it, none of this would have happened. And it's sad to see Anthony Mackie have a bad movie like this. He deserves better. Marvel, do better.
Do better.
Repeat the same mistakes and you're going to get the same results. And it will be naughty, not nice. Anyways guys, that's just my review. So if you're new to the channel, show the channel some love and hit that like button, that subscribe button. Help share this video to anyone. Anyways, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.